Hello and welcome to OfficeKit. In this video, I'm going to give you a detailed description on how a new employee, once logged into the OfficeKit, can navigate through the various modules. So once logged in, you can see the dashboard. The dashboard represents analytics such as organization, leave, recruitment, travel, and payroll. Just above, you can see the notification area, which represents pending leave approvals, document not submitted, upcoming birthdays, and the rest. On the left side, you can see the menu of the Office Kit, which represents a link to various major modules such as employee management, recruitment, payroll, leave, and the rest. On the upper right corner, you can see two icons. The first icon represents Employee Self-Service Home. On clicking the second icon, you can change the password or you can log out. Now, before proceeding, we need to set up. So, click on the settings on the menu. Here, we have sub-modules such as Setup, HR settings, User settings, and General settings. Click on Setup. Here, you can assign code values to the following codes such as admin, whose description is to get admin ID and a value of 1. If you want to modify this value, you can just click on to this green icon here. And just below, you can see here the code is admin and code value is 1. You can change the value and click submit, or else if you want to cancel, just click on the cancel button. Similarly, you can change the code values of multiple parameters such as attendance, mark compulsory or not, yes or no. Currently it is no. If you want to change yes, just click on here and type in Y. Similarly, you can change other codes such as division code is auto generate, yes. Budget loan amount, you can increase the amount or decrease the amount for each employee. Next, go to general settings. Here we can modify any of these parameters such as company, zone, branch, country, and the rest. For example, let's take company. Currently, the company name is M2H and place Calicut address. You can add a new company by clicking on this plus icon. Just enter in the code, company name, place, address, fill in the details just like this and submit, and you will get the data shown here. You can do the same for the rest of the parameters such as, for example, I am modifying the branch. Click on branch. Here you can see there already exists a lot of branch. Just click on the green icon and you can enter the values and click submit. Next, we have HR settings. Similarly to the general settings, the HR settings too, you can just click on to various modules such as, for example, division. Here you can add a new division, and for network you can just click on to this green icon and add values to it. Next, we have the user settings. Just like the HR settings, you can add a new user, add new role user link, etc. Just click on user, search for the user, add a new user, or modify. You can even delete the particular user here. Next, I'm coming to the major modules such as employee management. So click onto this link. Here again we have sub-modules such as employees, employee reporting, training confirmation, and the rest. Click on employees. We have employee selection. If you want to add a new employee, just click on the plus button. Enter in the first name, the last name, and submit it. For example, I'm entering as ABC and last name as DEF and submitting it. Here you can enter other details such as father's name, division, designation, and so many other details, and just click on submit or you can cancel it. Similarly, we have the next submodule, which is employee reporting. This module enables us to assign a reporting to supervisor to the particular employee. Here we have, for example, let's take this employee named Sanu. So just as you can see here, he is reporting to no one. So just checkbox this, and I'm assigning Aruna Mahadevan and click on submit. Yes, it is saved. So you can see here Sanu is now reporting to Aruna Mahadevan. Similarly, if you want to just filter the employees to assign, just click on any of the information here, For example, zone as head zone, branch, division, and click on retrieve, and you'll get data here, and then you can just modify it. Next, we have the training confirmation. Just select the zone or branch or department and retrieve it. And here you can see the value here. For example, in the value here you can see employee code, the first name, the last name, the department, and so on. Just click on to this icon to get further details such as branch, reporting to whom, designation. If you want to modify, you can just select the value and click on submit. Next, we have employee confirmation. Just select the zone or branch or department or any other details and click on retrieve. Here we can get the employee. Click on this icon here to see further details or modify it. For example, branch is Cochin region, division is division 1, designation accountant, and click on submit. Next, we have transfers and promotion, which again contains submodules such as transfer promotion request, approval, and confirmation. First, we need to request for a transfer. So you can select whether it's a transfer or a promotion or a transfer with promotion, enter in the details, and click on submit. Once the data is requested, the HR needs to approve it. So click on transfer promotion approval. Here, select the request mode, enter in the from date, the to date, or you can even search for the person here, and the value should appear, and you just approve or you can reject it. Next, after approving, you need to confirm it. So click on transfer promotion confirmation. Just enter the request mode, the from, the to, or you can enter the name of the person and click approve it, or you can just cancel it. Next, we have to change the designation or network. This simply means that you can easily change the designation of an employee. Just search for the employee, and you can just change the department by selecting from the department here. Or you can change the designation by after retrieving the employee and selecting what the designation is and click on submit. The same applies for change network. Just search for the employee and retrieve it. For example, here I'm retrieving Sachin, and as you can see, Sachin's values have come here, such as branch is Cochin, designation is accountant, network is first line. Here I'm changing the network, such as I'm assigning him to main and click on submit. Yes, the employee network has been changed. Next is separation. We again have submodules such as request, manager approval, HR approval, rejoin, and final statement. Click on request. If the employee is relieving, then you need to request first. Enter the name of the employee, search, and you can just enter the resignation date, relieving type, reason, and click on submit. Once a request is sent, you can click on manager approval. The manager needs to approve. Just enter the values and you can see here the approval. Next, the HR needs to approve it. So here you can see that, well, currently I'll give you an example. I'm calling in Sachin and I'm giving a reason of resignation as low salary, some remarks, and I'm submitting it. Yes, the request has been sent. Now click on manager approval, and as you can see here, the value of Sachin, that is the request, has been sent. Now the manager to approve, just click on check button and click on approve. It has been sent. Next, the HR needs to approve it, and as you can see here, only after management approval can the HR approve it. So click on the checkbox, and you can enter other values such as exit interview or final settlement or NOC, and click on approve it. Yes, it shows here that employee Sachin needs to return asset. Next, click on rejoin. Suppose if Sachin wants to rejoin, then the admin should search for him using zone or branch or department and click on retrieve here, and just click on this button to rejoin. Next is final settlement. Just click on the zone or branch or division or network and click on retrieve, and there's a button which enables us to complete the settlement form. Coming to the next module, which is recruitment. The recruitment again has many subdivisions such as requisition, vacancies, apply for job, application list, and so on. Click on requisition. Here we have request and approval. Click on request. Well, if you need to add a new opening, just click on to the plus icon. Just fill in the details of the job title, click on submit, and you can see the values here. Currently there are two requirements for department HR with job title accountant and trainee software developer. To approve, click on approve. Just select the values, the from date, to date, and click on retrieve. You will get a checkbox just like I shown before. Select it and click on approve it. Next, after approving, we need to check the vacancies. Click on vacancies. Currently there are two vacancies here for accountant and trainee software engineer. If you want to add a new vacancy, you can just click here. Now apply for the job. You can either apply it here or you can just visit the apply for job. Okay, so here we have the job application. Just select the applying position, the register number, select your gender, first name, enter details of first names, last name, religion, and so many other details, and click on submit. Once submitted, the application is submitted. If you want to view the list, just click on application list. Select the job, the from date, the to date, the name, and click on retrieve it. And click on shortlist to check the value. Select the job, the from date, the to date, enter the name, and click on retrieve to get the shortlisted person. Interview. Select the job, the from date, to date, and retrieve it. Currently we have a value here. A candidate has been selected. His name is Majid, last name is KK, his designation, everything is here. Just checkbox it, and we can either move it to selected list or move it to offered list. I'm currently just showing you an example to move him to offered list. Yes, before that we need to enter the comments. And just click on move to selection. Then moving on to selected list. Just select the job, the from date, to date, and retrieve it, and you will get the candidates who are selected. Next is offered list. Select the applying position, the from date, to date, and retrieve it. Currently, two candidates have been shortlisted from the selected list. So we can either reject them or you can add as employee. Just checkbox them and just click on add as employee. Coming to the next major module, which is the payroll. Here we have group salary creation, individual salary creation, salary approval, IDF, and pay scale. Click on pay scale. Here we have employee pay scale type, group pay scale, and the rest. Click on employee pay scale. Just search for an employee and click on retrieve. For example, okay, for the current employee Samir, here you can see the basic pay amount, the HRA amount, and many other parameters. If you want to modify, just click it, modify, and click on submit. Similarly, for group pay scale, just click on it, and you can add a new pay scale revision. Just enter the pay scale name, select the group name, approve details, effect date, and click on submit. Next is the pay scale approval. This module used to approve the pay scale. Just select the zone, branch, department, and click on retrieve. Next we have pay type. It gives you a detailed description of what each parameters are. For example, BP stands for basic pay, CA for convenience allowance, and so on. If you want to add a new payroll, just click on the plus icon. Next we have the deduction mode. Here you can just calculate the deduction using the deduction calculator. Just select it, click the plus to add a new deduction. For example, here it's shown that EPF is equal to BP plus HRA. Next we have the IDF. Here just fill in the details of the investment declaration form. All details should be entered and click on submit. Next we have the salary approval. Just enter the zone, branch or department or any details and click on retrieve to get the salary. Next we have individual salary creation. Just select an employee. For example, I'm giving it as Sachin and I'm searching it. Okay. Just select the month, the year and click on prepare. Yes, as you can see here, just enter the employee name, the month and year and click on prepare. And as you can see, for the current employee, we have, well, the values are not given here, but it is an indication that you can find out the individual salary compilation. Coming to the next module, which is the leave module. Here we have application, approval, compilation, master and type. Click on application. Enter the name of the employee, click on retrieve and you will get all the details of the current employee. Just click on submit if they are correct. Next. So once the person has, well, requested for a leave, the manager needs to approve it. So click on approval. Just enter the from date, to date and just filter it using retrieve and you will get a value. For example, here we have an employee, HR manager, who's requested for leave. You can approve it by selecting it and click on approve or click on reject. Next is the compilation. Just select the zone, branch, department and other details and click on retrieve. Next we have the master. It represents the total number of leaves type. For example, we have casual leave, total amount is 6 and the BLs is 2, loss of pay is 0 and so on. Next we have the type. It indicates leave type. For example, LOP stands for loss of pay, CL for casual leave and the rest. If you want to add a new leave, just click on this button and enter the leave type designation and click on submit. The next major module is the attendance. Click on attendance and you can see daily attendance, view attendance status, shift allotments. Click on daily attendance. Select the zone, the branch and other details and click on retrieve. As an example, I'm just selecting the head zone. Okay, you need to select all values and yeah, as you can see here, when selecting each drop down list, you can see the value of the time in, the time out, the grace in time and grace out time. Now click on view attendance status. Here just enter the date and click on retrieve, and as you can see here, it represents a list of employees, their name, the last name, the email and the status, whether it is entered or not, or leave or absent. Next we have shift allotment. Click on employee shift allotment. Just enter the name of the employee and click on submit to allocate a shift allotment. Next we have group shift allotment. Just select a group and click on retrieve. Okay, currently no data has been given here. Next we have other modules such as appraisal or travel or advanced loans and so on. I'm clicking on reports. Here we have salary status reports, loan advance reports, recruitment reports, attendance reports, employee reports, training reports, assertion reports. Similarly, we have travel module which contain request, approval, sector, class and mode. Thank you.